One and that snappy little number for your early morning dining, dancing, and listening pleasure. It's time for the news, brought to you by Portsmouth Cancer Care and Associates. And with 55 degrees and a little bit of fog downtown, our fog tracker, Mark Morgan, has been on it this morning, all the way from Stout into town. He's been along the fog line.
Well, he has a veritable weather station there in his backyard.
He does. I know that for a fact. But wait till the fog is right down from Stout to Portsmouth, and he's guiding it in. So there you go. All right, time for news, and here's Bill.
Thanks, Steve. Good morning, everyone. A school district nearby is closing its doors today over safety concerns from a reported threat. According to posts on the Dawson-Bryant-Cold Grove Local Schools Facebook page, a threat to the Lawrence County School District was reported to the Sheriff's Department, and an investigation has been opened. Security administrators, Cold Grove Police Department, and the Lawrence County Sheriff's Office are all going to be on heightened alert during today's closure. Now, Cold Grove Superintendent Ellen Adkins said, quote, "Our team's working closely with local authorities to ensure a thorough and effective response. We are also implementing additional safety measures to protect all students and staff," end quote. The through line of last night's United States presidential debate between Kamala Harris and Donald Trump seems to be that she laid out bait that he took time and time again. Now, with only 8 weeks until Election Day, Harris and Trump tried to make their case to voters in a debate that lasted 90 minutes. Meeting for the first time on stage in Philadelphia, the candidates addressed flashpoints that included inflation, abortion, immigration, and foreign policy. Now, according to some, Harris strategically deployed pointed remarks accusing Trump of belittling people and stating that foreign leaders were laughing at him. Trump, visibly unsettled at times, often found himself rebutting rather than attacking. Quote, "She won every round. Trump never landed a punch," end quote. And that's according to historian and former Ronald Reagan advisor Bruce Bartlett. Now, in southwest Ohio, in conjunction, the city of Springfield and its alleged migrant problems took center stage at the debate last night. Jay Fox tells us more.
In last night's presidential debate between former President Donald Trump and Democratic nominee Kamala Harris, the former president cited debunked rumors about Haitian immigrants abducting and eating household pets.
In Springfield, they're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats.
Debate moderator David Muir from ABC News corrected Trump after he made those comments, saying they were false. The Springfield News-Sun reports that there is no credibility to that rumor and that Springfield police have received no reports of abuse or incidents.
Now, Farah Siraj is a Jordanian vocalist named as Jordan's musical ambassadoress. She has a career that spans the United States, Europe, and the Middle East. Now, here in our country, she's performed at the Nations, the Kennedy Center, as well as Carnegie Hall. Farah Siraj is part of the Midwest swing of the World Fest Tour, and I asked her how that tour has been going so far.
The thing that we have most cherished is getting to know the communities, and it's been a wonderful, enriching experience. For us, it's just as enriching as maybe for the people who get to experience the music, and to have this cultural exchange and to represent my country and my heritage for me is a big honor. And, everybody's been so welcome.
Farah Siraj will be performing tomorrow night at the Vern Rive Center for the Arts. Some tickets are still available. You can call 740-351-3600, which is the McKinley box office number, to get your tickets as soon as possible. For Mix 99.3 News, I'm Bill Shope.
Yeah, former President Trump did put Springfield on the map last night, didn't he?
Yes.
Yes, by some of his remarks, which we just heard here, thanks to you and your news report. But I did a little extra work here this morning. He may not totally be off base because I checked some of the menus of some of the restaurants in Springfield.
Be careful here.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to mention the name of the restaurant, but I did pull up a menu here this morning. Have you ever heard of a dish called poodle strudel? Not sure what exactly that is, but just the name kind of itself. Poodle strudel.
We ought to ask the connoisseur.
All right, Bill, thank you. This update brought to you this morning by Portsmouth Cancer Care and Associates. We'll check in with ONN next. For over 30 years, Dr. Inashita and his staff at Portsmouth Cancer Care and Associates have been changing lives with the most comprehensive treatment and cure for cancer in the area. During this time in Portsmouth, Dr. Inashita has created a name of patient excellence in the highest degree and will continue that fight with each and every patient towards the cure. Dr. I, as he's known by his thousands of friends, is proud to announce the addition of Dr. Hassan Jaffrey to the staff of Portsmouth Cancer Care and Associates. Dr. Jaffrey's medical expertise is with all cancers as well as treatment of blood disorders, bone marrow, and the immune system. Together, Dr. Inashita and Dr. Jaffrey create a very special team that's there when it comes to fighting back to regain your good health. Feel free to stop in and welcome Dr. Jaffrey to the staff at 916 11th Street or call 353-4884. It's Portsmouth Cancer Care and Associates of Portsmouth, always there with the care, the compassion, and the roadmap to your recovery. And the morning, 7:37, and what fog we'd have had out there right now is burned off pretty quickly. Downtown, 55 degrees in ONN.
This is ONN.
I'm Jay Fox on the Ohio News Network. A Southwest Ohio man accused of possessing child sexual abuse images also recorded children playing at parks in Anderson Township, east of Cincinnati. ONN's Angela Ann has more.
A Hamilton County grand jury indicted 29-year-old Eric Zachary Johnson on Monday. According to a news release from the Hamilton County Sheriff's Office, he's charged with 30 counts of pandering sexually oriented material involving a minor. Investigators say they received a tip from the National Center for Missing and Endangered Children pointing to an online account connected to Johnson that could involve child sexual abuse material. If convicted on all charges, Johnson faces more than 77 years in prison.
A Pickerington man is facing charges after allegedly threatening several groups of Ohio University students. ONN's Tracy Townsend has details.
27-year-old Michael Rintha-Luque was indicted in Athens County on charges of having weapons under disability, making terroristic threats, and inducing panic. He's also accused of possessing an AR-15 in Athens County while not being allowed to own a gun. He is currently being held in the Franklin County Jail.
The Cleveland Guardians could be without a television contract at the end of the season. For the fourth year in a row, no agreement is in place. Bally Sports owner Diamond Sports Group filed for bankruptcy back in June. The Guardians' choices are limited, and the team could end up back on local television. For the Ohio News Network, I'm Jay Fox.
And it is time now once again for sports, brought to you this morning by Call Your Home Medical, 1661 State Route 522. Don't forget they've got business opportunities, including Call Your Home Medical, a local durable medical equipment company that offers free home setup of a variety of home medical equipments for you. All right, it's Mark in again for sports. Busy sports day today, trying to scrape everything together. But again, the Reds did something last night they have not done ever in the history since going back to 1869.
And that is winning 3 games in a row.
Yeah.
On 3 different days.
Yeah.
In 3 different cities.
There you go. Thanks to a rain delay, it happened, and here's Mark to tell you more.
All right, thanks a lot, Steve, and good morning, everyone. A 3-game winning streak for the Cincinnati Reds, as we just talked about, as they blanked the St. Louis Cardinals last night 3-0. This was after defeating the Atlanta Braves on Monday night in a makeup game, and the New York Mets Sunday afternoon in New York. The Reds are 71-75 on the season, but still remain 8.5 games out in the wild card spot. Rhett Lauder pitched 5 shutout innings to pick up his first major league win, and Emilio Pagad registered the save. T.J. Friedel knocked in 2 runs to lead the Reds offense. The Reds and Cardinals continue their series tonight. Coverage begins at 7:15 with the first pitch at 7:45 on Fox Sports with AM 1260 WNXT and 95.7 FM. Lefty Brandon Williamson will get the start for the Reds. Lance Lynn will go to the mound for the Cardinals. In the American League, the Cleveland Guardians blanked the Chicago White Sox 5-0. Lane Thomas had 2 hits, including a home run and 3 RBI to lead Cleveland. The Guardians maintained their 3.5-game lead in the AL Central. The 2 teams are back at it this afternoon at 2:10. Matthew Boyd going to the mound for the Guardians. High school volleyball from last night. Notre Dame over Clay in 3. Wheelersburg over West in 4. Likewise for Waverly over Valley Valley. Southwebster over Minford in 3, and Unioto over Piketon in 3. High school boys soccer last night. Minford over Wheelersburg 3-1. Portsmouth edges Western 4-2. Ironton St. Joe over Clay 10-0. A big matchup in girls soccer last night in the SOC. A battle of unbeatens between Minford and Wheelersburg. Minford comes out on top 1-0. Also Valley over Ripley 6-0. Your Portsmouth Insurance Sports Time is 7:40. Portsmouth Insurance is a TAH benefits partner. Call Gary Duzan for all your employee benefit needs. I'm Mark Williams, WNXT Sports.
And very quickly, looks like Deshaun Watson is in trouble again.
Yeah, it's that just continues to be more of a mess. And I saw a post this morning that said it could only happen to Cleveland, that Baker Mayfield gets better while Deshaun Watson gets worse.
Well, they were waiting on the NFL to say something, and apparently the NFL has come out, and Roger Goodell has said that they are now looking into it. There's been nothing really definitive said, but the allegation is pretty ugly as to what he supposedly did. Now, they say that if this is one of the allegations he did not tell the Browns about when he was signed, that could technically break the contract.
Yeah, it's just kind of an ongoing saga. I mean, there are soap operas that aren't this good.
Why would you sign a guy that had at least 24 assault charges, which kind of indicates that there's a pattern there? But why would you do that in the first place? And we all remember the protests and the uprisings and everything, the people spending that much money. Truck stop Jimmy Haslam, I guess, has got more money than he needs to have. But he, why would you do that, even from a public image standpoint? And actually, his quarterback rating, since he's played just since 2020, is only like 75.
Yeah, it's not very good.
No,
certainly nowhere near the level that he should be when what he's getting paid.
Well, there are 25 quarterbacks in the NFL that are better than him, yet he's making more money than any of them.
Yeah, it's not a good situation. I really can't answer that question other than making a deal with the devil and you get the devil.
Well,
so that was
who said that life and the NFL is fair? Thank you.
Exactly.
All right. That's Mark Williams, brought to you by Call Your Medical today, 1661 State Route 522 in the Berg, and we'll check your traffic weather together coming up.
Collier is expanding its business opportunities to include Collier Home Medical, a local durable medical equipment company, or DME, offering free home setup of a variety of home medical equipment such as home oxygen and portable oxygen, as well as hospital beds, wheelchairs, rollators, walkers, and more. Collier also offers home sleep testing along with CPAP and BiPAP for patients diagnosed with sleep apnea. Overnight pulse oximetry testing is available with a physician order. Located at 1661 State Route 522 across from Kroger in Wheelersburg, call 740-574-0327.
And traffic brought to you by the Scioto River, 1024 Gallia Street. Of course, the river will have doors open at 11, but they'll also come to you, too, because they do love to cater at the river. Got Eastern schools on a 2-hour delay today. So there you go on that. Thank you, Rick Bowman, for letting us know. Also, we've got today the Shelley Company, and they're out doing what they do. One lane will be maintained out in Gallia Pike, Junior Furnace, Powellsville Road. We've also got Hartstone Drive, that in Valley Township, closed again today, as it has been all week and will be through Friday. That's between Breckenridge and Rockford Drive. And we've had an accident earlier this morning. I'm not sure where we are on this, but it was 348, and the road is closed. 348, and you have to detour 104. So if you see something we need to know about, give us a call at 354-1993. Traffic is service of your friends at the Scioto River, open 7 days a week.
The weather is service of Mary's Spirit and Print Shop, where all regional schools are proudly represented with plenty of cool hats, shirts, sweaters, jackets, and pride. Get your school spirit on and check out the deals now at Mary's Spirit and Print Shop, 2109 Gallia Street in Portsmouth, where Mary and her graphic designer can customize anything.
First alert forecast from WSAZ. Sunshine continues today, making for a hotter afternoon, but staying dry. High temperatures into the upper 80s. Any clear skies we start off with tonight will eventually haze over late as Francine comes ashore down in the Gulf and gives us some clouds. lows in the 50s. And then for Thursday, a mix of clouds and sun, courtesy of Francine. Breezes start to pick up and not as hot with highs in the mid to upper 80s.
I'm WSAZ News Channel 3 meteorologist Brandon Butcher on the Ohio Valley's hit music channel, Mix 99.3.
And downtown right now, looking at sunshine on the way. It's 55 as we get up and go.
Steve Hayes.
Yeah.
Mix 99.3.